Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So, today we are going to be doing your October 2024 General Tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the Oracle cards, and then we'll go to the Tarot to see any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance and how you can move through those more easily. All right, let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. Oh, okay. You have Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. I love that energy. And then you have Fellow Travelers. Support is all around you. I feel like right now with this card, there's something about you feel alone on your path. And then let's see what else we have here. Hope. Out of darkness comes light. Okay, so it's kind of interesting because when I was meditating before I turned on the camera here, the message that I got, and I thought it was kind of strange, is hidden thermostat. So, like a thermostat for your air conditioning or heating or whatever. And I feel like there's the energy that I'm getting here is that there's almost like a switch. You know how like when the house, right now we're having like a very warm spell here where I live. So it's kind of like, all of a sudden it's kind of like, you might feel like you've been in the cold. There's something about feeling like you've been in the cold. You've been by yourself. You're not, you don't have the energy. You're cold. There's something here about being cold. And then all of a sudden things heat up that, it's almost like this Ace of Wands energy where you suddenly get inspired. You suddenly have that hidden thermostat. You find the switch that you've been looking for to turn things from being solitary, being a little bit barren is actually the word, right? It's kind of like I'm not able to pull in what it is that I want. It's almost as if you can feel it and yet at the same time it's not showing up. There's this sense that things are going to speed up for you. The switch is going to be turned and it's kind of like empowering you or giving you the inspiration, the energy, the motivation. If you've been feeling like, there's things that you want to do, it's almost like time is running out. When are things going to turn around for me? This is kind of that message. It's almost like, when, let's say the thermostat is turned off and then all of a sudden you turn it on, right? I feel like you're uncomfortable. There's this energy that you're uncomfortable. Perhaps even feeling like you're uncomfortable in your own skin or uncomfortable. You could be even feeling like energies around you or feeling like all of the experiences that you are having at this time. Yeah, this is taking you to happy. You are manifesting your happy, but right now you're feeling like the universe has forgotten you, right? It's this energy of being orphaned. 10 of Cups. There's something here that you are wanting that is for you. But it's kind of like it's hidden from you. That thermostat is hidden from you. You're wanting for things to speed up. You're wanting to turn on the heat. You're wanting to find that Ace of Wands energy, that inspiration, that motivation, the energy to do what it is that you want to do, right? And yet at the same time, the thermostat is hidden from you. Okay, so, wow. Oh my gosh. And then your obstacle here is Treasure Island, the hidden treasure. You're looking for that hidden treasure. This is part of your spiritual journey. It's finding that treasure, that hidden treasure, understanding that you are the treasure, that you are the light, you are the love. I feel like it's almost as if you feel like nobody... part of it could be that you're coming into understanding that you are the love. You are the light, right? That you are a healer, a teacher, a spiritual guru, whatever, an artist, a creative. And it's almost like this energy of, I believe it. Maybe you do believe it, but it's almost like you have no one else believing it. It's you're thinking no one else believes it. Here's the thing. It's kind of like there are other people that believe it. You just haven't connected to them yet. You haven't been able to connect. Yeah, oh my gosh. And it comes in suddenly. Okay, so for your present energy, you have the divine feminine energy, right? You want this new beginning. You want to go towards your 9 of cups, your 10 of cups, towards this life that you can almost like envision, you can almost taste, you can almost smell. You know that it's coming, and yet at the same time, it's not showing up in the 5D. It seems as if you're trying to turn a thermostat on that you can't find, right? It's kind of like, have you ever like rented a house or something like that, or, gone to a hotel or something like that, and it has a different thermostat, or you can't find where the thermostat is, right? It's kind of like this hunt for the thermostat. You're uncomfortable. I feel like you're uncomfortable in your energy right now, right? And I feel like it's a little bit, they're showing me like, when you were a child and your feet would grow and your shoes were too small, but you were so used to it. It's kind of like you would get up every day, and when you put your shoes on, I remember that, right? It was kind of like, we got shoes like really twice a year, we got shoes in the spring and we got shoes when we went back to school. And the rest of the year, you didn't really get new shoes, and unless something, detrimental happened. So a lot of times you would outgrow your shoes, but it was kind of like you didn't really think about it, because every morning you just put on your shoes to go to school or whatever you were doing as a child, right? And when you put them on in the morning, you may think a little bit in the back of your mind, these shoes really don't fit. But you knew you were going to get new shoes come the next season, right? This is the energy where I feel like you're staying too small. You're trying to stay in a pair of shoes, right? That you've had for a while, that maybe are comfortable, even though you've outgrown them, right? It's kind of like, well, I know these shoes. And once I have them on for 10 minutes, my feet will get used to being a little bit more confined in them. And then eventually you go to buy new shoes, And I remember, like, my mom would make us buy shoes that were a little bit too big, which was smart, right? Because your foot grew, and she knew that by the time it came around to buy in 6 months to buy you new shoes, they were probably going to be a little too small. And I remember like being in the smaller shoe and thinking, but it fits. I'm used to the way it fits. And then she would make me buy the next size up or whatever, right? And I'd be like, but my feet don't feel right in it. And she'd be like, you'll get used to it. Your feet just aren't used to a little bit of a bigger shoe. I feel like that's what this is. This is you having to really get used to, okay? Get comfortable with a new way, but it's kind of like you're allowing yourself to stay in that smaller size of shoe. And part of it is that you haven't, at the same time, you haven't found the thermostat. Okay, let's see where this is going. Oh my goodness. You really and truly are. So there's something destined that is on the horizon for you. This is the judgment. This is the star. Okay, now Gemini, I'm going to tell you, I feel you have the tower here. Something, and it's a good tower, okay? There's something amazing coming in for you. But here's the thing. You don't know if you can do it. For some of you, we just had the full moon in Pisces. You could be having some psychic revelations, right? You could have some spiritual awakening, some deepening of who you are and what you're meant to do. This is all about your life purpose, right? This is you shining your loving light, perhaps stepping into some sense of fame. Okay, it doesn't have to be fame, but I'm getting that word. It could be some sense of fame. It could be some sense of being the star, the leader, okay? You have been on this. This is like you being a spiritual guru, a creative, however you want to shine your loving light, okay? Deciding, stepping into your purpose, but maybe you've been on this journey for a while, trying to do it. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm shining my light, but I'm not getting that following, right? It could be, it's kind of like, with me on YouTube, right? It could be that energy of, well, here I am, I'm putting out videos, right? But where are the subscribers? Where are the views, right? Maybe you're trying something similar. Maybe you're working on writing a book or starting a business, right? And it's maybe based on the insight, the wisdom that you have gained on your path, right? And yet at the same time, you feel like you're not able to attract in what it is. I feel like this is you. Oh, I understand now. This is you doubting that you have what it takes to attract in what it is that you want. Divine feminine energy is knowing that you don't have to go out there and do, produce. It's the energy of I love myself. I know who I am. I am this loving light. Believing in yourself and believing that you are attracting in these fellow travelers, right? That you are attracting in the people, the souls that are seeking what you have to share and offer. So it's kind of like you have the chariot. There is this energy of speeding up. Things are going to speed up for you. You're seeing a different perspective. I feel like there is something that has to come to an end here. It's kind of like, once again, it's a little bit like it's that time to allow yourself to let go of the shoes, right, that are really too small, but you really like them, right? How many of us have worn a pair of shoes that are uncomfortable, right? But we still wear them because we just love the way they look, right? As we get older, maybe we give some of that up. But how many of us have worn shoes that are uncomfortable, but we choose to wear them, right? Because we like the way they look, or we like the way they go with the outfit, or whatever it is. This is allowing you to say, yeah, these shoes, even if they're uncomfortable, I'm willing to stay in this situation because I'm not sure if the new shoes are going to bring me the same type of feelings, right? Because I think where you're going, there's new feelings, there's new emotions. This is you stepping into feeling those new emotions. So once again, you can maybe visualize it, right? You can see it in your mind's eye. You might even be able to kind of feel the energy of it coming. This is the energy of allowing yourself to really tap into your spirit guides, your angels, your intuition, as far as how to proceed as you move forward. To not allow, your fears, your anxieties to hold you back. And it's also about allowing yourself to feel the feelings of where it is that you are wanting to go. This is almost the energy of when you allow yourself to really feel the emotions of the new pair of shoes, the new chapter that's coming in for you, right? You're making a big change in your life, especially in perhaps your life purpose. When you allow yourself to really feel it, it's going to manifest for you because you have the manifestation card. But here it is, look. See, she's sitting there and she's visualizing. She's using her intuition in order to help guide her in taking the next step. The law of attraction card. It says by the book, this is all about the law of attraction. This is you getting into your heart space, 10 of cups, okay? It's allowing yourself to use your intuition and to feel the feelings of where it is you're wanting to go. You're taking those baby steps. You're moving along. But it's taking so long. I feel like some of you want to give up, or you're thinking it's taking so long, it's really not the right path for me, right? That's kind of like, I feel left out. I feel in the cold. You could see other people like progressing more quickly than you in their life or whatever. And you're kind of like, I'm missing the boat. There is something here about having patience, because this part of your journey is actually going to help you to really prepare for what is ahead. And I know it's really hard, because for some of you, you may even be struggling financially because this isn't coming in as quickly. So you could be getting into an energy of, I want to, for some of you, this could also be because we have Pluto retrograde into Capricorn right now. It could be about you. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're kind of like, I have to walk away from my own ideas, right? I think for some of you, for one reason or another, you started coming into your own ideas. You may have been on the road for some time, solitary, single, maybe not having a romantic connection, perhaps pulling yourself away from other people. You could have even started your own business, but it's almost like, I'm not sure I can do this, right, any longer. I want to, this has brought me to the 8 of Cups, but I want the 9 and 10 of Cups. You have both the 9 and 10 of Cups here. You have to allow yourself to work with spirit in order to get to your 9 and 10 of Cups. The 3 of Pentacles is spirit coming in and helping you to work, to attract in fellow travelers, other people that can help you on the path. For some of you, it could be, literally advisors or mentors, gurus that are helping you to take those steps as you move forward. So let's take a look at what your obstacle is here. Yeah, the thing is that you are the treasure. You are the treasure. And you have this, the sacred temple. This is part of your spiritual journey. You are the treasure. You are the star. You are the loving light for other people. The thing that's holding you back is this 5 of Swords. This energy of what will other people think, people perhaps in your life now, people from the past. It's almost like you're allowing your fears, your anxieties of what other people have said about you in the past may be coming up to take another look at. I'm not worthy of being a spiritual guru. I don't know enough. I'm not wise enough, right? I don't have what it takes to persevere. This path really isn't for me. Who do I think I am? That whole thing. So perhaps there are other people in your life that are highlighting this to you or have highlighted it to you in the past. You could have had this situation. You could have walked away from people in the past that weren't supportive. I feel like you're looking for emotional support, fellow travelers. You could have people in your life that, like, you could have left a lot of people, maybe 8-10 years ago, 5 years ago, and now all of a sudden you're coming into conflict. There's this energy of conflict, right? Kind of coming into conflict with some other people in your life. They're kind of highlighting, they're bringing up these same type of energies that people from the past have had that you walked away from. And there's almost this energy of, is there anybody out there that is willing to be on my path with me? Or am I in this energy of having to walk this path by myself forever? And the energy is no. You're going to have people come onto your path. It's when you're willing to give up those smaller shoes, right? Willing to say, okay, I'm going to move into those larger shoes. Think about that. The shoes, right? The shoes, the role. You've outgrown the role that you are playing in this world at this time. You've outgrown your role. It's time to step into those bigger shoes. It's time to no longer hold yourself back It's kind of like, when I would argue with my mom, those new shoes are too big. I'd be in the shoe store, walking around. I'm like, these shoes are too big. They're much bigger than my old shoes. And she'd be like, but you outgrew those old shoes, It's kind of like you have to allow yourself to step into this new role that you are playing. This is part of your mission. This is part of who you are. And so if you're finding, okay, that the role that you're playing is kind of like dying, okay? Yeah, it's almost like, oh my goodness, why are things so hard? Why are things not clicking like they used to be? You've just outgrown it. There's nothing wrong with what you have built. It's just time for you to go in a new direction and build something bigger. Because here's the thing, here's your advice. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you have gained on this path so far. Do not doubt it. Do not feel like you didn't do it right and therefore, it's a shift. It's a huge shift in your life. Allowing yourself to move out of those shoes that are too small and into a bigger role, a bigger spiritual role, shining your light even brighter than you did before. Not holding yourself back. Writing that book, right? It's kind of like writing that book, starting your YouTube channel, starting that business, whatever it is. It's kind of like, okay, it's time for me to shine. I know this, the higher power, right? Tapping into your intuition. Don't try to overthink this, Gemini. Okay, I think the Five of Swords here is a little bit, you're trying to think your way out of this. This is you definitely getting into your intuitive energy, asking your guides for help, asking them, what is your next step? Because here, it's kind of like you find the thermostat, right? Suddenly you realize the shoes are more comfortable than you thought they were, the new shoes, right? It's this tower moment, this moment of an epiphany, but I also feel like it's a moment where the success comes in. When you allow yourself to say, I'm no longer going to stay somewhere that's actually uncomfortable, right? But it's kind of like familiar. You're going into something that, your truth. Balance, Two of Cups, you are. I feel like you have a message coming in, a new offer of some sort, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is the gift from God, from the heavens, from the divine. You see how the pentacle there, the hand is coming out of the cloud. It's the energy of the universe is bringing in something for you. There's some type of a message. The Ace of Pentacles can be a job offer. It can be a gift of money. It can be an inheritance. It's something that is coming in to help you to speak your truth. Page of Swords, to step more boldly into who you are. You are the Hermit. You are the spirit guide for others, right? You are the loving light. It's knowing, it's going within and knowing that this is your truth. Your truth is that you are you have a way of lovingly connecting to others, to bringing balance, to helping out. The Six of Pentacles is interesting because I feel like you are able to share your insight and wisdom with others. In this case, the pentacles represent money, right? But they don't have to represent money. Pentacles also represent knowledge, insight, wisdom. So you're sharing your insight and your wisdom with others. That's you in the middle, sharing your insight and wisdom with others, being the hermit that you are, the wise one. But you can't be the wise one and share your insight and wisdom with others until you believe it, right? You have to believe it. You have to know it in your soul, right? This higher power. Understanding that your experience so far in this lifetime has brought you to the point of being able to give to others, to help heal others. The Star and the Hermit, both of these are very healing energies. sharing your healing energy, your loving light with other people, helping them on their path in one way or another. This is huge. This is so huge for you, Gemini. For those of you that have for a long time, yeah, you have vast universe. You also have kindred partnerships, right? I feel like you have these people up ahead. It's time to allow yourself to push on. The Eight of Cups is that energy of where I am is okay, but it's not enough. It could be a job. It pays well, but it's not fulfilling, right? It's understanding that you want to share more of who you are and what you have acquired in your sense of wisdom on this path. This is you understanding there are brighter days ahead. There is a sense of increase, right? When I allow myself to push forward, and it's not like you have to do a lot of work. Get back into your divine feminine energy, right? And allowing your spirit guides, your angels, your intuition to guide your actions. Don't worry about taking huge action. This is really the sense of, I'm going to feel my way through this situation. I'm going to feel my way through to the success that I know is on my path. This is you knowing that this is on your path and saying, okay, I can't think my way through this. Instead, I have to get my heart space and I have to believe in myself. And I have to allow my intuition to guide me forward. Things are going to speed up and very quickly with the Tower coming in. It's like overnight success. This is the energy of overnight success. Okay? It's kind of like understanding. But the way that happens is not by you being in your divine masculine and doing, pushing, right? This is you allowing your loving light to shine through, believing in yourself, feeling, okay, your future pulling you forward. And that means that you have to allow yourself to let go of the past, to say, yes, I loved that pair of shoes, but that pair of shoes just doesn't work anymore. And so I'm going to take with me all of the wonderful memories of those shoes, right? I'm going to allow myself to say thank you to those shoes for all that they helped me to walk, all of those miles that I walked in those shoes. Thank you, shoes. And now I'm going to embrace this brand new pair of shoes. I'm going to allow myself to say, wow, okay, new shoes, what adventures lie ahead? And knowing that it is going to be spectacular. It really is. But you have to allow those old shoes to be put away. It's time for them to go. All right. All right, Gemini. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I have on there too, a life purpose reading. You may be interested in that if you're feeling as if your life purpose is really and truly calling you. Maybe something that will intrigue you, and I'd be so honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's take a look here at what your soul truth card is. Am I on the right path? I think that is exactly what you're doing right now. It's kind of like, I thought this was the right path. I thought this is what I was meant to do, right? Okay, so let's see what it says. Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. That's why I feel like you left something a while ago and you've gone through a chapter and now you're at another point where you're having to leave some relationships or situations, career behind. You've made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it isn't real. Today, search for all the ways that you are aligned to your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. That is you stepping into your intuition, talking to your spirit guides, your angels. Knowing, okay, I'm on the right path, but I'm admitting, saying to your guides, listen, I'm starting to feel like this isn't the right path. I don't know what to do. What is the next step? quieting your mind, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition as far as what your next step is. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate your support so much by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.